Welcome to AI in 8 minutes or less, your daily AI update. Today, we're going to dig into 3 recent headlines about Elon Musk's companies. We've got a delayed robot, a kind of strange IPO plan, and a big statement on AI. Now, on the surface, they seem totally unrelated, but are they?
Okay, so here's what's been happening. First, Tesla's big reveal for the Optimus Gen 3 robot got pushed back. Then, word gets out that the huge SpaceX IPO is planning to offer a massive 30% of its shares to small, everyday investors. And to top it all off, Musk himself comes out and says the future of AI isn't about language, it's all about video.
You know, at first glance, these just look like regular business updates. But if you look a little closer, you start to see a single unifying strategy taking shape. So let's connect some dots, shall we?
All right, first up, the Optimus robot. The big headline was all about the delay, but the real story here is something else entirely. It's about a fundamental shift from a cool tech demo to a product that could actually change the world.
So the official word is that Optimus Gen 3 is already up and walking around, which is great. But it apparently needs some finishing touches. This means the big public reveal we were all geared up for by the end of March, well, it didn't happen.
This delay actually signals a huge shift in thinking. The goal isn't just to roll out another impressive demo with a few new party tricks. No. This is about a full-on pivot from a flashy R&D project to creating the real deal, the definitive commercial version. We're talking a robot designed from the ground up to be mass-produced by the millions.
As economist Joe Bakhti puts it, the project is crossing the Rubicon. It's past the point of no return. The days of just showing off little improvements to get a stock bump are over. Now it's all about delivering a product for the real world. It's game time.
And that's exactly why some analysts are calling this delay a huge bull flag, basically a super strong signal that they expect big positive things. It suggests Musk isn't just tinkering and fixing bugs, he's completely revamping the project to make sure this next version is the one that changes everything.
All right, let's move on to puzzle piece number 2, the SpaceX IPO. And believe me, this isn't just about raising money. It's about building an army.
The number that's got everyone talking is 30%. For an IPO of this size, setting aside nearly a third of the shares for small individual investors is, well, it's pretty much unheard of. The normal amount is maybe 5 or 10%. So what's going on here?
To really get the strategy here, you have to think about a classic psychology experiment, the marshmallow test, right? You offer a kid 1 marshmallow right now, or you promise them 2 if they can just wait a few minutes. It's a classic test of delayed gratification.
And that test perfectly illustrates Musk's long game. He's choosing not to eat the marshmallow. Instead of just taking the easy money from the big institutions, he's taking this much more complicated path to bring in a massive base of retail investors. But why? Because that loyal base is going to be absolutely crucial for future votes on things like compensation packages or potential mergers. It's all about securing his control for the long haul.
And the timing on this move is just perfect. NASDAQ just changed its rules. Now, a giant IPO like SpaceX can get into the prestigious NASDAQ 100 index in only 15 days. Once that happens, big index funds are forced to buy billions of dollars worth of the stock, creating this huge wave of early demand.
Okay, now for the final piece, the one that really connects everything. We're talking about Musk's core philosophy on artificial intelligence. This is the bedrock that everything else is being built on. Musk recently made his belief crystal clear. He said the future of AI is all about understanding and generating video. And his reason? Photons, the little particles of light that make up video, are just the most information-packed way to see and understand the universe. It's the highest bandwidth communication there is. This puts him on a totally different path from his competitors, who are all in on large language models, or LLMs. You can almost think of it as word people versus visual people. While everyone else is teaching AI to read and reason with words, Musk is teaching it to see and understand the physical world through video.
And this vision-first approach, well, it's the thread that ties all of his biggest projects together. Makes sense, right? Tesla's full self-driving teaches cars to get around using cameras, just like we use our eyes. The Optimus robot has to see and interact with its environment to be useful at all. And Musk's ultimate bet? He thinks true artificial general intelligence won't come from mastering language, but from mastering the physics of the real world through vision.
So let's just zoom out for a second and put all of these pieces together.
When we look at it this way, the headlines suddenly tell a completely different and way more strategic story. That Optimus delay? It's not a failure, it's a pivot to a mass market product. The SpaceX IPO? It's not just a fundraiser, it's a brilliant play for long-term control. And that focus on video AI? It's not some gimmick, it's the foundation for everything, from self-driving cars to humanoid robots to AGI itself.
And that NASDAQ rule change that hints at an even bigger trend, the incredible power these giant tech companies now have. Like Joe Bakty says, we're stepping into a new era where corporations like these are becoming bigger and more powerful than the economies of most countries.
And this brings us to the final, really important takeaway. When a company gets so big that stock exchanges actually change their rules for it, and its strategy stretches across robotics, space travel, and the very nature of intelligence, it leaves us with a pretty critical question to think about. As these tech giants become more powerful than entire nations, who is really writing the rules for our future?